Hello, I'm Olena Gryniuk, and today we are recording our second episode of SME banking conversations here in Prague. Czech Republic is the second market in the CE region by the volume and the number of SME customers, and also by the number of innovations and digitalization of banking processes. Now I'm heading to the office of Monetplus, a company that specializes in customer digital identity. Hello, I'm talking today with Václav Mladěnka, Customer Identity Leader at Monetplus. Hello, Václav.
Hello, Olena.
I'm very excited to talk about digital identity and even more excited to talk about people standing behind it. So thank you for having me in your office today.
Welcome in Prague.
So we are in your office in Prague, and I know you have several offices here in the Czech Republic. So please tell us more about Monetplus, how everything started, and also what is your path to Monetplus?
Monetplus, we are a technology provider really located here in Czech Republic, having the operations in more than 5 cities in the Czech Republic, with some other locations outside the Czech Republic, worldwide, covering the portfolio, but 90% of the people, the core teams is located here. In terms of Monet, we do have 2 core domains that we're focusing on. It's really electronic payments and it's digital identity. These are core pillars that came with us for more than 20 years. Mm-hmm. So we're really trying to focus on the core specialization that we have. Mm-hmm. And I actually started working with Monet 8 years ago, joining from KPMG, local branch of KPMG, which is a global consulting advisory firm, and also having some background in information technology and law. Mm-hmm. So that was my roots, and so the information technologies are with me all my life. Okay. How big is the team at Monetplus now? The team itself, it's probably it's about 250 professionals. Mm-hmm. Most of the team is around research and development that we have strong commitment on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How do you divide the responsibilities inside the team?
Yeah, so apart from the research and development group, which is probably the core, we have some business roles and the back office team, and we have a quite big team that is dedicated to operations and IT support and services that we provide to our clients. Mm-hmm. So in terms of, this is the overall picture of Monet. In terms of the organization of the work, we organized around our products that we develop in-house and support the overall life cycle. So it's more about some agile teams that work around it.
Mm-hmm. So Monetplus is specializing on customer digital identity, which is a hot solution as digital first services became a new normal during and after the lockdowns, actually. And customers really expect online or mobile access to the financial services. Have you seen a big increase in the demand from the bank side? And if yes, to which extent?
Yeah, I think COVID overall has changed the way we work and interact. So I think that it has some impact on especially in the companies, how they work internally. In terms of client interaction, especially in banking, I think that was not so much because the banks already have been digitalizing all their processes towards clients. So what we rather seen is that we are really so much now in online world. I mean, mobile devices are with us every day, and this is bringing something that we should think about because the customers are really being 80% time being online on the mobile devices.
Yes, and we recently published an article about your implementation with Česká spořitelna, with the data actually that the usage of the mobile channels by the customers really is increasing year by year. So what is your perspective on that?
Obviously, there is, from my perspective, there are two reasons on that. The one is obviously the people are getting more and more used to the mobile channel, and it's so much easy and so much quick. So that's the first reason, and the second reason behind that is implementing additional functionalities and linking that with the digital identity. It's especially that, as we have implementation that is really enabling this solution being open also with third parties, and we've seen that apart financial transactions on the mobile, there are significant level of non-financial transactions, and even just using the mobile app to get to become a key to the third-party services like accessing insurance and government portals.
Which challenges faced banks the most?
It's tough question, but I would say that from the bank perspective, it's so much balancing between new things, innovation, new technologies, new client expectations coming into, and balancing it with some traditional approaches with the regulatory and compliance they need to care of as well. So leveraging this and usually being robust organizations. So doing a change in terms of technology, it's just a little piece. I mean, this is a whole bunch of things that they need to care of, which are their processes, their services to the client. So it's not only about technology, I would say.
Yes, but digital transformation is impossible without digital identity, right? And you are an ambassador of the mobile identity as a key to the access to different digital processes. Can you tell us more about your approach on the mobile identity as a product?
Yeah, absolutely. I can. I mentioned that already. As we've seen, more and more people interact using the mobile devices, so we recognize that the mobile is a crucial part of today's business. And we started with the mobile adoption 7 years ago, as being seen really as a security token, which has less costs on the distribution to the clients and stuff like that. But what we see now, it's as more and more application is growing in the mobile world, they require significant level of security. So focusing more from the really mobile as a key, it's important. But we have in the solution really focusing on a flexible the scenarios, because each and every organization have different needs. Probably most of them require securing the mobile application, but the scenarios and use cases are somehow different. So the approach is really to have the solution be flexible as enough to support you as a customer that have you as you have your specific needs.
What is for you a winning digital customer experience, especially for business customers? Where is this balance, between the smooth process and security? Because when recently the strong customer authentication was implemented, right, due to PSD2 requirements, when previously you were entering login and password, now you enter login, password, and code from SMS, which is, becoming frustrating, becoming more complicated than previously. So where is this balance on, smoothness and security, which is important, of course?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the security is something that is a must, because obviously there are threats that needs to be reduced. But on the other hand, very important thing is that we need to make sure that we hide it as much as we can. We automate, we hide it, make it invisible, make it work in the background. So the banks and the client have the feeling that they are safe. They must be safe. But at the end, it's not interrupting. And I think mobile devices have bring some big lessons to us on that.
So do you have some examples of passwordless logins?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that I'm actually very happy about, that we have some of the innovations, and one of the example it's really enabling users to log into the internet banking application without really typing a username or password, and really having a QR code that you can simply scan it. And using the mobile application on mobile with the mobile token functionality, you can simply confirm it, and it can be still done as a PSD2 compliant solution,
Cool.
and with great user experience.
Cool.
So maybe to give you an idea about how the mobile identity and the whole digital identity ecosystem can work beyond banking, is I'm going to show you an example of using it to connect to a government portal here in Czech Republic. What we have in here is the tax portal that's enabling number of way of logging in. I mean, there is the identity of a citizen, so I'm going to use the identity of a citizen. So either I use my ID card that I have issued from the government, we do have a mobile key of the government, or we can use the bank ID that essentially enables using my identity I have with the bank to log into the government portal. So I can, for example, select the first bank on the list. And the portal now redirects me to the login page of the bank. And now I need to log into to my bank account. So I will use this on the mobile apply. I want to say I want to log in. So I'm playing. Take the QR code. Now I need to confirm it's really me on the device. And once I have performed this strong customer authentication, the login page of the bank have verified me on the background and send the login request to the government portal. And now we can see I'm logged in to the government portal. This can be implemented to any other internet application, whether it's government portal or whether it's an insurance company or another service provider that requires additional level of trust and verification of identity.
How banks can monetize the digital identity?
I think digital identity is very tied to security, which is usually seen as a cost. But I think from our experience, what makes a big difference is have a look at the identity and the digital identity as a product, because first you can, let's say, change the customer journeys that the user of the client, which is bringing benefit to the client. Second, you can optimize the operations, because you can, as having digital identity as a dedicated product, you can take it out from all the business applications. So on the business application level, you are focusing really on the business application, business logic, and the value that you're bringing. And the identity lives there as a standalone channel. And this opens new opportunities as well, because once you have that, let's say, split it, you can even use the digital identity to use it with some third-party applications. For example, you are a bank. You have within the group, you have your insurance. You are in with insurance company, and you have some understanding. You have that client, so you can maybe enable the client simple click through to the insurance portal if they need some insurance, or even enable this strategic partnerships with other businesses. Like, for example, there is new business that requires digitally onboard clients. So you can offer this as a service to the new businesses. And one greatest example I'm very happy about is that you can use also the digital identity to log into some government agenda, which is so much helping in terms of e-government services.
What does it take for a bank to implement digital identity?
Well, digital identity, I mean, it's not a straightforward task because one thing is technology. We have the solution ready that can be implemented very quickly. However, it's changing the application. It's about changing the applications. It's about changing the processes. What we see very often is that banks do have the security layers very tight to the online channels. So that's some work that there needs to be done to have it really living its own life.
Okay. What are plans for this year?
The plans for this year.
A lot of.
Well, the plans of this year, we have a number of areas. One is still continue to develop our product or the portfolio because we're really seeing that the whole world is changing, and we need to make it really being flexible and future-proof. It needs to support the past requirements, but we need to really have a look on the future. Especially there is some new regulation coming, like revised PSD2. There is ADAS with a second edition that will introduce some of the new opportunities and challenges for the organizations. So these are things that we would like to focus on.
Okay, good luck with it, Václav. Thank you for this conversation.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to have you here in the office.